The 2019 St. Louis Post-Dispatch Stories of Honor program is a 20-week series that recounts the honorable stories of local servicemen and women.
My grandparents was in the Army. My dad and my mom was in the Army. They met in the Army. And my brother was in the Marines. He retired. My wife was retired Army National Guard. And now my daughter had joined the Army. It's quite a tradition for the family. Me and my buddy was going to go in together. So we went to the Air Force recruiter and he was out to lunch. Looked at the Navy recruiter and he's out to lunch. I'm not even looking at Army. And the Marine recruiter standing in the doorway says, "Come here, guys." We ended up in the Marines. I immediately went to Vietnam right after boot camp, trained me to be a heavy truck driver. I had a heavy truck license. Being motor T, you're not driving on any installation, you're going from one to the other. So I would make mail runs, food runs, take a cook and go to another post and get, food staples for the next day's meal. I got out of the Marines and stayed out. I stayed out 12 years. And some of the guys that I worked with was in the Army National Guard. And they tried to get me to join. I said, "I don't want to join." I said, "I did all the mud moving and ground pounding I want to do." They says, "Oh, no, we're MPs, we ride." I'm in. And of course, in the Guard, you get deployed a lot. I went to Panama as a customs inspector. Then when we get back, then we get activated and deployed to Iraq. I ended up being a first sergeant for an MP company that I'd been in years earlier. They called me and said, as a master sergeant, said, "You want to be first sergeant for an MP company?" I said, "Which MP company?" He says, "Well, 3175th. I said, "Well, that's my old company." "Heck yeah, I'll take it." Well, I went to Germany. There was a gentleman that I rented my house from. He was a retired colonel. He says, "Where are you going?" I told him I was going to Desert Storm. And he pulled down a Missouri flag and he says, "Carry this with you." Then he had an American flag and he handed it with me. He says, "Take these as a pair and keep them. Carry them with you. They'll bring you luck." They did. I carried them to Desert Storm and I carried them to Panama, Kosovo. When I got to Iraq, you can't fly an American flag in Iraq. So we went up there and hoisted 50 flags. Hoist them up, bring them down. Hoist them up, bring them down. They have traveled everywhere with me. They went to every deployment I went, they went. Now they're retired like I am.
The St. Louis Post-Dispatch kindly thanks our Stories of Honor sponsors, Community Coffee and Soldiers Memorial.